Okay, I don't know what to say, but waiting in line, it really pisses me off. Or does it? You know, it is so crazy because I never look at myself as a really calm and chill kind of person. I am always not high strung, but wound tight. I mean, I'm very calm and peaceful too, but the point is, I was wondering, and I was in a conversation recently, and it was like, just about how like being in a line and like maybe like bad customer service or whatever, it's just an awful thing. And the one thing I thought about was like, well, let's talk about waiting in the line. It's really crazy. Somebody like myself who's always like uptight about so many different things, I don't necessarily have too much of an issue with waiting in lines. I kind of figure it like this. We have so many things that are going on in our day-to-day lives usually, and it's like on from this to then this and then scheduled to this, and then you're running over here doing this, and then you just come up with all these other ideas and more gets added to your plate. And when I the other day I walked into specifically like a post office, and I'm at the post office and I'm sitting there like, the line is crazy, and your first inkling is to say, I am so pissed at long lines. And then I sat there and said, you know what, my day is going so fast, as it always is. We wonder why we're always so darn anxious. And then I'm thinking like, this is the one time you could kind of just like sit in the line, take it step by step. Sometimes you end up talking to somebody that's in the line with you. You have like this meaningless conversation. It's a great laugh. In fact, the last time I was in a long line, the person next to me, we were talking about like travel and like passports and where to go. And I was like, oh yeah, Puerto Vallarta, this, and this. And she goes, oh, you know what I recently did? I went on the boat. What are they called? What is the boat thing called? On the boat, it's called, why don't I know this? A cruise, there you go, a boat cruise. And then she's telling me about all these things, and then the boat cruise, we did this, and then we did that, and we did this, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm engaged in such a cool conversation about a cruise that I otherwise wouldn't even pay attention or know about, because I'm like, you know, one task to the next, you know, a busy schedule, busy life, you know? So like, I guess the question is, as much as we hate lines and we sometimes look at like the facility that you're in and you're like, okay, it's only a long line because they don't want to hire more people or whatever, but like, are long lines that bad in the grand scheme of things? Taking it back to like when you were a kid, you go to like a Disneyland or something like that. Long lines, they do sort of suck, but it's an anticipation of this amazing time that you're about to have. I don't know. It's just very, very odd for me, somebody who could complain about, you know, the sky being blue and all these wonderful things. I always got something to say, but I don't really necessarily have nothing to say about long lines. However, next time I'm approached with the situation, I probably will be mad because the line won't go, and then this person's gonna cause a problem, and it's annoying. But I was just trying to see, and I never do this usually, but the glass half full, which is long lines aren't so bad. Long lines aren't so bad. That's what I think.